living in Lexington comes with surprises that most buyers never even see coming, even if it looks picture perfect from the outside. People know Lexington for its history, top schools, and nice neighborhoods, but that's not the whole story. Living here also means high home prices, sizable property tax bills, and a lifestyle that feels very different from other Boston suburbs. And that's the catch. Lexington can feel like a dream for some families, but for others, the cost, commute, or day-to-day culture can be a deal breaker. You need to know exactly what you're walking into, because Lexington will either be everything you've been looking for or a lifestyle regret that you're locking into. I've helped families buy and sell homes across Greater Boston for almost 10 years, and Lexington is one of the towns I get asked about the most. I've seen what makes people love it and what makes people walk away. In this video, I'll break down what it's really like to live in Lexington, schools, housing, lifestyle, and the commute, so you can decide if it's the right move for you. Let's start with what everybody knows about Lexington. This is where the American Revolution began. The Battle Green is right in the center of town, and that Revolutionary War pride runs deep here. Walk through downtown, you'll see colonial architecture, historic markers, and a real sense that this place values its heritage. Then there are the schools. Lexington Public Schools consistently rank among the best in Massachusetts. Lexington High School is currently number 3 in the state and in the top 120 nationally. When families research Greater Boston suburbs, Lexington always makes the short list because of these nationally recognized schools. It's a magnet for families who prioritize education. And the neighborhoods, well, they look like something out of a storybook. Tree-lined streets, well-maintained homes, manicured yards. It feels quiet, residential, and established. But here's the reality check. That reputation creates massive demand. And demand in a place like Lexington means very high costs, especially for housing and property taxes. The culture here is also very specific. It's academic-oriented, structured, and competitive. Not every family thrives in that environment, even if they can't afford to live here. So while Lexington delivers on its promise of great schools and a beautiful setting, you need to understand what comes with that package. Let's talk about what you'll actually find when you start house hunting in Lexington. The housing stock is a mix of classic New England colonials, renovated contemporaries, and newer construction. You'll see a lot of homes from the 1950s and 60s that have been updated, plus some beautiful antique colonials and modern builds. As far as pricing, the median sale price in Lexington this summer was around $1.86 to $1.9 million, and the typical home value is around $1.6 million. Properties move quickly, often going under agreement in just a couple of days, and that affordability gap compared to other Massachusetts towns is significant. The market itself is competitive with relatively low inventory. Good properties don't stay on the market long, and multiple offers are the norm. Like much of Greater Boston, strong financing or cash offers tend to have the edge. Nationally, about a third of home sales last year were all cash. Now, when it comes to neighborhoods, there are some important distinctions. The areas closer to town center are more walkable and have that classic New England village feel, but they come with premium prices. Living near the center means being able to run daily errands on foot and having community events at your doorstep. But as you move towards the outskirts of town, you'll find larger lots and more privacy, but it means you're much more car dependent. These areas still have excellent school access, but you're trading walkability for space and sometimes a little bit more value. The reality is that Lexington housing is really designed for families who prioritize education above almost everything else and have the income to support that priority. If you're not in this category, you might find better value and fit elsewhere. Quick pause, if you're considering a move to Greater Boston and you want the inside scoop on towns like Lexington, I've put together a free relocation guide. It's packed with insights on housing, schools, and what it really feels like to live here. The link is in the description below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to download it. Make sure you grab it before you start your search. Let's dive deeper into what makes Lexington schools so highly regarded. Lexington High School consistently ranks among the top in Massachusetts, and the elementary and middle schools that feed into it maintain the same high standards. The academic environment here is structured with high expectations for students, and there's definitely a competitive atmosphere. Students are pushed to excel, and many go on to top colleges and universities. Parent and community involvement is extremely high. You'll find parents volunteering from everything from school committees to fundraising events. The community really rallies around education, and there's a shared commitment to maintaining these high standards. For kids who thrive in this high-achieving system, it's incredible. They're surrounded by motivated peers, excellent teachers, and resources that many districts can only dream of. But here's what you need to consider. This pressure isn't for everyone. Some families find that academic intensity overwhelming. Kids who learn differently or have different interests might struggle in such a competitive environment. And parents often find themselves caught up in the achievement culture whether they want to be or not. The community itself reflects these values. It's educated, involved, and focused on success. That creates a strong sense of shared purpose, but it also can feel demanding if your family doesn't naturally fit that mold. So what's daily life actually like in Lexington? The town center has a nice collection of shops, cafes, restaurants, and the public library. It's convenient if you live nearby, and there's usually something happening, whether it's a farmer's market, community event, seasonal celebration. For recreation, there's numerous parks, conservation land, and family-friendly activities. The town does do a good job at maintaining green spaces and providing programming through its rec and community center. The overall lifestyle feel is traditional and family-oriented. This is a quiet, established community where neighbors tend to know each other, and weekends often revolve around youth sports, school plays, and community fundraisers. Compared to other Boston suburbs, Lexington feels more traditional than places like Arlington or Newton. It's less trendy with fewer late night options, but more stable and predictable. If you're looking for nightlife or more of an urban feel, you'll probably head into Cambridge or Boston. This works perfectly for families who want a quiet, education-focused environment. But if you're looking for more variety in your daily life, Lexington might feel way too quiet for you. Let's be realistic about getting around from Lexington. If you're driving, you'll mainly use Route 2, 95, or the Mass Pike to get to Boston and other areas. During rush hour, these can become major bottlenecks, especially Route 2 heading into the city. For public transit, you can take the MBTA bus routes 62 or 76 to Alewife Station, then connect the Red Line into Boston. Service on these routes was recently expanded, which helps, but it's still not as convenient as living directly on the T-line. The commute reality is this. If you're working hybrid or remote, Lexington can work really well. You get the benefits of the schools and community without dealing with the daily commute stress. But if you need to be in Boston every day during peak hours, that commute is going to wear on you. Many Lexington residents make it work through carpooling, flexible schedules, or jobs outside of downtown. But that's something that you definitely need to factor into your decision making. Here's the bottom line on Lexington. You're getting elite schools, historic charm, and long-term stability. It's a community that delivers on its promises of excellent education and a family-focused environment. The trade-offs are significant home costs, a potentially challenging commute, and a culture that's very academic achievement focused. For the right family, those trade-offs are worth it. For others, they might be deal breakers. If you're serious about making a move to Lexington or any Boston suburb, let's talk. My contact information is in the description. Feel free to reach out so we can book a call and we'll figure out the right neighborhood for you. And if you want to compare Lexington to other suburbs, make sure you check out my next video on the top 10 suburbs in Greater Boston. It will give you a bigger picture of where Lexington fits in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.